Greenville, Tennessee, a small town in northeast Tennessee made up of around 15,000 people.
Greenville's a close-knit town. We've got small town values, and everybody's your friend. Everybody's a friend here in Greenville.
Which is why what happened March 23, 2014 left many residents in shock.
It was a cool day, and it was drizzling a little rain. I haven't had a rain mist going on that morning.
Lieutenant Eddie Key with the Greenville Police Department was on patrol around 9 a.m.
I decided I'd go down Main Street and patrol down in that area.
While driving down Main Street, he saw a house with smoke coming out of it.
As I drove past it, I backed up because it didn't look correct. The smoke wasn't coming out the top of the chimney; it was coming out the side of the chimney.
Key realized the house was on fire.
And once I kicked the door open, I could tell that there was an unresponsive male lying just inside in the living room.
Key dragged the man identified as Roger Dwayne Aiken out of the house. He was taken to the hospital where he died 2 days later. Once firefighters arrived on scene, they were able to pull another person out of the house, identified as Elizabeth Cooter. She was pronounced dead on scene.
I just really had a kinship with Liz. She was just a kind person. She was very welcoming and open, and Liz was country as cornbread, and I was a city girl, but we just really hit it off and got along well.
Family members like Donna Brown say, she was always there for you. Liz babysat Donna's daughter, Michelle Gruber, as a child.
She never had any kids of her own, but seems like she was always there to take care of kids around her.
Helen Mathis moved to Greenville as a teenager, where Liz became like a mom to her.
Taught me how to make lemon meringue pie and stuff like that, and she had a wonderful shoulder to cry on. Kind heart to everybody. Soft-spoken, spoke nice to people, never was angry or anything like that.
Which is why when police started investigating the fire, the family couldn't believe what they discovered.
It was just total, complete shock that something like that could happen to somebody like her.
We believe it's targeted and is a double homicide. The fact is that if Eddie Key hadn't been doing some good police work, we may have just thought this to be an accidental fire at that time.
What Key had noticed when he pulled Aiken out of the home was there was blood around Aiken's head area.
It was determined that the two victims had blunt force trauma, and that the fire was there, and then accelerant was detected later on, so we know that the fire was set.
Special Agent Chris Wilhoit with the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation is leading the case. Agent Wilhoit says the investigation took off at the beginning.
And we've had a number of suspects, quite a few suspects, just because of the location, because of the people that were acquainted with the two victims. We've had numerous suspects, numerous interviews that we've done, but it's grown cold. We've felt like that we've exhausted about anything that's been presented to us, but we're always looking for something else to get a hold of, another rock to turn over.
He adds, the fire has made the investigation difficult.
Even then and even now, a fire will cause problems that will help us, or that will actually keep us from, moving through a case. And that's the case in this one.
March 23rd, 2024 will mark 10 years since the crime occurred.
Nobody deserves to go through what Liz went through. Somebody has to know something. And it is frustrating that it's been so long.
Liz's family says it's been challenging having no answers. To this day, Mathis still visits Liz's gravesite to take care of her headstone and lay flowers.
It gives me a little bit of peace. And I go there and I talk to her and let her know how much I miss her. and miss her loves. I miss her hugs. Even though it's been almost 10 years, it seems like it's new, you know, and it's just, it's hard to even talk about it because I loved her so much.
A vacant lot now sits where the house once stood here along West Main Street almost 10 years ago. It's one of the most busiest traffic streets inside the town, and authorities say they hope somebody traveling that road the day this crime occurred could hold the answers that moves this case forward.
We feel like that there may be somebody out there that may know something, and if at all possible, I mean, we'd like to hear from them.
Somebody saw something, whether it be a vehicle in that driveway, a vehicle parked down the road on the side of the road, or somebody walking away or running away from that home. Somebody saw something, and that may be all we need to link somebody to that crime.
Not only helping investigators, but loved ones looking for closure.
Step forward, call the police department, tell them what you saw. It might not be anything, but it might be everything. It might be just what we need.
Look into your heart and just come forward, you know, and help us, you know, resolve this and have her at peace.
If you have any information about the murder of Elizabeth Cooter and Roger Aiken, you are asked to contact the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. That phone number and email can be seen on your screen right there, and that can also be found on our website at WCYB.com.